By the time Thanksgiving rolls around, several lives will have been forever changed. The little town of Salem is about to be rocked by some very big plot twists as November sweeps finds your Days of Our Lives faves dealing with all manner of drama. Related story Days of Our Lives spoilers October 24th to November 4th, even as those of us in the real world head out to vote on Tuesday, November 8th, Abe and Paulina will be awaiting the results of their races for mayor and governor, respectively. Although Paulina thinks she's managed to put a cap on Sloane's threats to expose Chanel's secret, let's be real, when has any soap secret stayed buried? Look for the truth about Chanel's past to come to light in the worst way possible. Was the young beauty right to predict that this could forever change the way Ali looks at her? Wedding bells are about to ring for Gabby and Lee. But every time she and Stefan cross paths, the sparks continue to fly. Sure, they're being generated by the heated clashes the exes engage in, but you know what they say about that notoriously thin line between love and hate. Meet the new girl in Salem. Even as Stefan is trying to commit himself to Chloe, old feelings for Gabby threaten to bubble up. Will Johnny and Wendy manage to track down Dr. Rolf and prove that Stefan's heart, though taken out of brother Jake's body, still beats only for Gabby? Across town, Xander wants nothing more than to provide a better life for his beloved Sarah. Unfortunately, the way he decides to pursue that dream leads him down a troubling path that involves him keeping her in the dark about his actions. Having clearly not been paying attention to what we've repeatedly said about secrets coming to light, Xander could wind up losing the woman he loves even as he's trying to make their dreams come true. Salem bad girl reunites with former co-star. Did nobody warn EJ that he should never, ever underestimate Ava? Sure, he thought that he won both the battle and the warn when he drove her out of Salem, but trust us when we say that Ava has not yet begun to fight. Look for her to team up with a surprising partner in order to hit EJ where he'll feel it most. That, however, will only be the beginning as the war between them escalates and becomes downright ruthless. What they seem to have forgotten is that in any war, there are always casualties, and theirs could wind up having deadly consequences for those they love most. It's pretty undeniable that Chad is drawn to Stephanie. But given that his wife was brutally murdered only a few short months ago, he's simply not able to throw himself into a new relationship. In fact, he insists he'll never be able to move on from Abigail. And while we suspect he'll eventually find that to be a massive overstatement, it's not as if there aren't other fish in the sea. In fact, much to her own chagrin, Stephanie is beginning to see that there's more to Alex than meets the eye. When she agrees to give him a chance, will Alex prove to be a changed man, or will Stephanie majorly regret her decision? And how will Chad react as he watches from the sidelines as these two get ever closer? Okay, raise your hand if you think Rafe and Nicole's marriage stands a chance in hell of surviving. Before answering, factor in that she and Eric are working together now, and being so close to one another is bringing their barely suppressed feelings to the surface. Look for everything to change this November thanks to a shocking confession. Plus, Eric will soon receive huge news. How big? It's the kind of news that could completely change his life. Will it prove to be the nail in the coffin containing Rafe and Nicole's marriage, or the only thing that can save it? Now that Kayla's life is no longer in danger, she and Steve can sit back and enjoy their happy existence, right? Wrong. Because it wouldn't be Salem if someone in the Johnson family wasn't in danger. This time, it's Tripp, leading Kayla and Steve to once again go undercover in order to save his son. Days of Our Lives now exclusively airs on Peacock. To make sure you never miss an episode, click here. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale. Ready for a massive flashback? Check out the Photopalooza below in which we relive Salem's entire history, including pics we're willing to bet you've never seen before.